Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today we have Alliance War Season 23, War number 6. So we have 5 fights this war. So we are bringing in Stealth Suit Spider-Man. I have a video coming out on that. I did rank 5 him, I decided. But we had this Emma Frost up first, and I think Medusa would have been a better option, but I decided to rank up Stealth Suit over her. So I have Hyperion as my only good armor break champion, because Corvus is on defense. So I'm trying to play pretty passive for this first bit, and I missed the heavy counter, and I got hit, which didn't hit that bad. I go for the big SP2 here, and I get the nice stun. And I go for a heavy attack here, and I land the last hit. So that was a little bit sketchy. And last second I noticed that this Emma Frost is not awakened. So what that means is that I don't get reverse controls on her special attacks. So here I got hit and comboed, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm really low. And then her SP2 dodge, and I die. So this is my second death of the war, and both of them were to Emma Frost. So I was really mad about this. I just decided that I should revive Hyperion, not make more mistakes like I did on that run for going for the heavy counters in the second combo after my heavy attack and that SP2 stun. So I just heal him up. I do have another fight with Hyperion later on, so I just decided to heal him up. So we go in again, and I was really annoyed. So I just play passive at the beginning here, or apparently I don't, go for that intercept backdraft. So once again, I remember that she is not awakened. It's down to SP normally. And I know she is indestructible here, but I decide that the armor break is more important. So I just go for my heavy attack, and I do not go for the combo afterwards. So I got the indestructible off, but I'm not going to go for the SP2 because that got me killed last time. So I just go for another big SP2. She's really low now. I don't go for that combo, and again, get SP2, SP1 dodge. And then she is indestructible here, but I didn't go for a blocked hit because she had the Arc Overload on from Vigorous Assault, or Arc Overload on, and Vigorous Assault made her unblockable, so I didn't want to get hit. Okay, that was complicated. Now we have Nick Fury. So this Nick Fury was the only fight I planned on using Colossus for. So it's just the Masochism Nick Fury, or Masochism node. There's pretty much nothing else special here, so I just got to reparry a few times. And yeah, he gains charges slowly but surely. And yeah, we're just making good progress in this guy. They get a nice dodge there. And another nice thing is that Colossus is a stubborn attacker, so I get those destructible charges on Fury. And yeah, this fight goes pretty well so far, at least. So I believe I go for a SP2 here. Or no, I'm trying to push him up to a SP2. And I do go for an SP2 myself. Sadly, not one crit there. That kind of sucked. But I don't know. Gotta live fit. And here I decide that I can't kill him before he gets to an SP3, so I'm just trying to bait out this SP2. And he is not throwing it. Finally, he throws it, and I just go for a 5-hit combo in, trying to kill him right before he gets to his second phase. And I really want him to have an SP2 for the second phase. So I just decide to hit his block a few times. And I'm just going to let him tick down, maybe bait out this SP2 if I have to. Go for a nice 5-hit combo in. And he is at 2 charges. I got to be aware of that. His charge gain is going to be a little bit crazy in here. So I go for the big SP2, and I kill him. Super straightforward fight. So now, I was not planning on taking this fight. Someone else went in and got him down about 50%, and Fury's still on his first phase. So I just decided that my Colossus is still pretty high health. I could just take him. This is a power snack Nick Fury. So the problem was every time I parried or dexterity, Nick Fury would be gaining quite a bit of power. As you guys saw there, he got like about 2/3 of a bar power. And this guy has, this Vamp 0123 has pretty high limber. So I noticed that pretty early on. You guys saw there that power gain got a little bit crazy there. Almost pushed him up to an SP3. See why that might be a problem later. But it's Power Snack is actually a pretty good thing on this node. So, and that is because you don't really want Fury. Oh yeah, as you guys saw there, he almost went up to SP, but not quite. So Power Snack is quite a good thing on this node because you usually want Nick Fury to be at an SP2 when you're doing stuff. So he got power gain there, and I was like, what? And then I realized I activated an armor up buff. And then here, I didn't even think. So I activated Power Snack, and then backup recovery triggered. So that was really unexpected, and I got worried here because Power Snack is able to trigger in, and I can't trigger another dexterity buff. So he luckily froze to SP2, and Power Snack does trigger again because the dexterity buff ended. And I get him to the SP2, and I'm trying to bait it out, but he's not having it, but he finally does, and I decided to block the last hit to not feed Power Snack again, go for the big SP2, and we don't kill him. So that kind of sucked, and here I realized if he throws the SP1, I'm dead because he's going to be unblockable, but I make him go unblockable, and he throws SP2, and I just get the finish of the SP1. So that fight was pretty sketchy, but ended up going pretty well. So now we're on to section 2, and we have a Guillotine 29.9 and a Thing. So this Guillotine 29.9 I am going to be taking with Hyperion, and it is a pretty straightforward fight, as you will see. So Guillotine 29.9 is an annoying defender if you can't pull off a heavy attack to disable her Digicloak. So I just do a heavy attack right away and disable that Digicloak, so I don't have to deal with that. And I pretty much go heavy only this entire fight. So yeah, I do go for an SP2 here, and it hits pretty hard, as you guys see. I get that heavy attack in, and I bait out her SP2 here. Got her a little bit close to that SP3, but we're okay. Now we just bait this guy out, all those hits, and we just go for an, and as you guys saw there, Digicloak did activate last second, so it was a good thing I went for that double medium. And I launched SP3, and it kills her. So that was a super duper straightforward fight. So next we have a Thing. So this is my first Alliance War fight with Stealth Spidey, so I wasn't super confident, and this is also my first Thing that I have had on this path. I don't fight Thing very much, so I was really nervous about this, and I thought, and I actually did this rank up before the war, so it was really good coincidence that I did it. But I go in, it's Lionheart buffet, trigger my web foam, got to make sure that's up. And the problem with this fight is I don't have a way to stop the buffet healing, but I also don't have a way to reduce that healing, which is good because of Lionheart. So I just have to play this fight pretty normally. What I should have done there was I should have gone for the light so I could have gotten my Fury a little bit faster. But I go for the light here, and I just kind of push him up. And you see he's going down pretty quickly, Thing, that is. And I'm trying to get this SP2 out, and Stealth Spidey is not a stubborn attacker. And you saw there that regen is really big. So I go in here, and I realize, oh shoot, he's at a lot of stacks. So that evade saved me there, and he's unstoppable, and I'm just trying to get this off. I get hit, and I go for the SP2 while he is stubborn, and he's back to full health, which really sucks. And I just block this whole thing to get him out of stubborn. But now I have my really long slow up. But this guy's stubborn again, he's at max health, and I was like, oh, I should get my crit buff. What I forgot about was you don't get your crit buff unless your evade is active. So all I did there was replenish my evade, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And here I replenish my slow, and I'm just baiting this SP2 out. And once again, I'm making pretty good work. I should have just gone for an SP1 here, but I was like, oh shoot, I'm almost out of web charges, so I have to get up to my SP3. And Thing is going down really well right now. He's at 40%, and I'm thinking, wow, I'm going to do this fight. And here, my data, or my Wi-Fi crashed. I'm like, shoot. So that fight was sketchy, and there were some weird sound effects there. I don't know what that was about. But I'm trying to bait this out, and he's just not doing it, and I lost my slow debuff, and I was really mad about it. So, and then my dexterity buff ended, so he regened again, and I accidentally threw my SP2. I meant to throw my SP3, but I didn't get there in time, and that really messed me up. So I'm basically racing up to my SP3, and I'm trying to get it in time. And I mean, we're going to be cutting it close, as you can see. We're almost there, and the slow is almost out. So he regens again. He's back up to 91%, and I'm at 17. And I'm just thinking, how am I going to recover from this fight? So I launched SP3, and he's not indestructible right now. And I'm like, come on, this has to do some good damage. And sure enough, it does some pretty good damage. So he's back down to 60%. And I'm just thinking, I probably killed this guy like 5 times over. And I'm like, oh shoot, my slow just ran out. So I got to bait out this SP1. And that was not too big a problem. And I just try to get my slow back up. And he regens again. So this fight really did not go as planned. And there I should have thrown my SP1. But I was like, shoot, recoil damage. I'll be at 3% health. I can't do that. And my slow is going to run out again. And here I realize I am very screwed. Because my slow ran out and I'm at 4%. And there's no way. I got parried and I died. I was so mad at myself. I died twice this war. So this is my 3rd death. And I don't know. I did a lot of mistakes in that war and I somewhat recovered. But I made a few too many throughout that fight. And I just couldn't recover in the end. So I revive. I heal him really close to max. That was too far, so I subtract 1. And I was thinking, I am getting through this fight, no matter what. So I probably should have boosted in the first place, but I decided to throw in a 30% boost. I'm just thinking to myself, I was so mad about that fight that I just thought that I had to get through this guy. I can't die again. And I almost went in the fight without activating web foam because I was so annoyed. So that would have been way worse, but I don't know. And I go in here and I don't go for the light again. I made the mistake again. And I go for the light this time, get the slow up. And here I go for my SP1 and I get that crit buff, which I should have done the first time. So that was a mistake I did not make again. And I go for a 4-hit combo instead of a 7-hit or a 6-hit to get my Fury up. And I am just melting this guy, as you can see. So the damage on this is ridiculous, and I ended up just killing him with this combo. And I was so annoyed that that fight went so much better the second time. And I don't know. I think I just didn't really know what I was doing the first time. So that is our war. We did end up losing this war. Once again, there were a few too many deaths on our side. But once again, thank you guys for watching, and catch you in the next video.